Migrant crisis at the US-Mexico border. Thousands of people are waiting to enter the country. In this video, talk about the migrant crisis at the US-Mexico border. Thousands of Mexicans and other people from different countries are waiting at the border to enter the US. The US administration is introducing new laws and penalties to stop migrant flows. How does this affect the human rights of migrants? Watch my video to find out. The US is ending a regulation that allows authorities to quickly deport migrants who seek asylum, and thousands of Mexicans have gathered at the border. More than 10,000 migrants gathered at the US-Mexico border in one day, a record number, raising concerns that migrant arrivals will increase as a controversial immigration policy ends at midnight on Thursday. The 42nd article, which was first implemented in 2020 due to the pandemic by former President Donald Trump, allowed US authorities to quickly deport migrants who tried to cross the border from Mexico, citing the COVID outbreak, including those who sought humanitarian asylum. This article was lifted at 23:59 local time on Thursday. Some have called this situation a border crisis, and it is clearly visible in El Paso, Texas, on the Mexican border. El Paso Mayor Oscar Leeser warned that an estimated 10,000 migrants had lined up at the border, waiting to enter just across from El Paso. Earlier this week, a few thousand people set up camp around a church in the city center. Leeser said at a border security fair a few blocks away from the camp on Wednesday, "We've never seen this before. Something has to change. We can't handle this forever as a community." Officials say the pile-up could get even bigger. US President Joe Biden admitted earlier this week that despite officials' efforts, the border would be chaotic for a while. Joe Sanchez, regional director of the Texas Department of Public Safety, likened the situation to a stampede at a soccer game and said it was much bigger. Imagine there are 60,000 people somewhere, and suddenly, an alarm goes off and says there's a bomb in the building. What happens next? Chaos. It's very hard to control and manage. That's exactly what's happening on the border. Both those waiting to enter and those already in the US are facing uncertainty. The Biden administration introduced new strict rules for asylum seekers on Wednesday to stop migrant flows. These include banning those who cross illegally from applying for asylum for 5 years. US officials also announced harsh penalties for those who cross illegally and that they would be quickly deported, as well as new changes aimed at encouraging migrants to enter the country legally. In addition, thousands of National Guard units and active duty military personnel sent to assist Customs and Border Protection CBP teams, as well as about 24,000 security officers, have been deployed along the 3,000-kilometer-long border. While the situation at the US-Mexico border remains uncertain, the international community needs to take action to prevent migrants from being subjected to human rights violations.